You're watching JD's Variety Channel.
One thing I really hate is sloppy metal detectorists. I'm not positive this is what this is from, but it really looks like it to me. Apparently from showing it in my videos, it looks like somebody found my little river spot. But that's okay. I don't really mind. But yeah, that definitely looks like something somebody dug out of that hole and just left it there, the trash. And this is just disgusting. They didn't even fill it back in. It's a huge crater. And you can tell where this was probably done before the last rain, so this is all probably a few days old, because you can see how some of this washed down here and filled that hole back in where that little channel is. But yeah, it looks like somebody found my river spot. But I'm going to fill these holes back in, the disgusting holes that these people left, and we'll see if we can find anything today. Don't feel like door knocking, just want to be out and enjoy this beautiful day. It's like 60 degrees and cloudy for the middle of January. I'm loving it. So let's get to looking. So the water's receded just a touch more than the last time I was here, and a lot's been moved around. We had a couple heavy rains too, especially a couple days ago. That might be a coin. Let's check it out. You can tell it's pretty goopy in here, even not very close to the water. Pretty big rainfall the night before last. Okay, had to cut that clip. Had a problem with the pinpointer settings there for a second. We're right down at it. We'll see what it is. Okay, that one's just a bottle cap. Oh well, we'll keep moving. There's a first for me out of that hole right there. I just found what looks to be the flag for a mailbox. Too funny. It's been down there a while. Yeah, it appears they definitely invited the bandits. Somebody was here making a mess of this place. Every hole they dug doesn't look like they filled in. But, oh well. I'll kick them in, fill them in as I go. I really doubt they knew what they were doing. It looks like they were digging all the huge thunky signals like cans and stuff. Hey, what can you do? There's always people that are going to make a mess and make a bad name for this hobby. Just got to do the best you can.
At this point in the video, I switched locations because it seemed like I had depleted my little river spot there. Pretty much no more high tones, anything like that, just a lot of garbage. So I didn't want to be looking around in the goop for another 2 hours for trash, so we moved on, and it turned out pretty good. Here's the hunt. First good faint target. Looks like I got an old nickel in the hole. Let's see how old it is exactly. Oh, it's not a nickel. It's a token. Sweet. Or maybe that could be a foreign coin. There's definitely a pattern on it. Wow, I'm not sure what this one is. Well, no, the one hole in it, I actually think, now that I'm thinking about it, I think this is a 1948 Knoxville Transit token. If it is, I haven't found one of these in a long time. It's pretty beat up, but that's an awesome find. Okay, let's keep going. Looks like we're gonna keep the trend going for 2017. First one of the year. Found me a pocket knife. This one doesn't seem to be too incredibly old. Says something on there, kills something. I'll have to clean it up later. Awesome. So yeah, this is the permission I'm hunting here. Big old house, but it wasn't built until 1940.
I was here about 1.5 years ago, and this is where I found the biggest old coin spill I've ever found before. And it was out in the middle of this field in the front of the house by one of those big trees down there. And I found an awesome World War II wings and prop right in here. It had the propellers on it were sterling silver. It was a really cool piece, and it was an old gold-plated one. Most of the gold was gone. There was never a ton of targets out here, but I did find a few old coins, you know, like wheat pennies and silver dimes, and I just found those couple targets I showed in the front here. I had never hunted the back area before, so I'm gonna wander back there and hopefully we'll pull something up. I only got about an hour and 20 minutes before dark, so gotta get to it. Okay, I think I may have a coin spill, and actually this is my first coin of the day. But right about where this tree was uprooted, I had a little bit of smearing, so I think there's another coin right in this area here. But let's take a look at it down there. It's a penny. It should be old because it was fairly deep. It's 1944, it looks like it's gonna be a wheat penny. And like I said, I think this is a spill. So maybe I'll try to at least do part of this live to show you the signal. I might not dig it live if it's not a real high signal now that I pulled that out. Turn that off. See, that's where I pulled it right there. It's kind of like another penny signal there. Wind is crazy today. I'll dig it up, we'll see what it is. Okay, I stuck the camera in the hole to try to block the wind a little bit. I flipped the plug and it was right in the bottom. Another deep penny. So it looks like it's going to be an old wheat penny spill. Can't see the year on that one. We'll clean it up later. Awesome. This is turning into be a pretty big coin spill, guys. I got another target, and I think there may be even another one. This is the first plug. That's the second plug. Still had a penny tone right here in the middle. And you can see it about a good 4 inches down in this thick soil. Yep, dropped it back in the hole. Where'd you go? There it is. Another wheat penny, no doubt. There it is. Let's check the hole again, see if there's more. Okay. Still more in there. That's at least a penny signal. Probably another penny, but that one could be a silver dime. This is turning into a good coin spill. Let's dig it up. Hey, you can see the imprint there, about the same depth as the other ones. Another penny. 4 wheat pennies in this hole so far. Let's check it for more. Okay, so I had a nice signal up by the steps here. I never came up this far last time I hunted it. And then it was down there probably about 4 inches, wasn't too deep. But I just pulled out a mercury dime. So I'm real happy to see that. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. 1943. Oh, beautiful. No mint mark. 3 silver coins so far this year, and they've all been Mercs. So we're sticking with the 2016 pattern. It was a Mercalicious year. Sweet. Still working up by the house, right about where they had this driveway redone. Had a nice 4-inch signal and got a wheat penny. So it looks like there was a lot of coins around the front of this house back in the day. So man, this is a huge property and there's not a lot of signals on it. But once in a while you find them areas where they're at. So sweet. Got the little hot spot here. Okay, I'm still here by the driveway. I got another nice signal I want to try live. Really high signal in the low 90s, and it's showing depth too, not like surface trash. So if I'm lucky, this could be a silver quarter. Pretty tight, concentrated signal. So let's mark this and dig it out. got the right depth. We can hope. Should be right about down on it now. Let's block the wind. Okay. Moment of truth. It's out. Come on, where are you hiding? Oh, what is that? Oh, is that a button? Or is that just some kind of piece of junk? I can't tell. I think that's a button. I'll have to clean it up later. So yeah, these coins are right up against this path leading up to the house. I thought this was redone, but these are pretty old bricks. This might be originally how it was back when it was built. I got down in this hole right next to it, a good 5 inches deep, pulled this big rock out of the hole, and right next to it was another beautiful looking wheat penny poking up at me. So I'm going to work the edges of this really well, see what else comes out. Yeah, I think this sidewalk's original. This is where I got that penny. I still had a signal right up against the bricks. Went down about 4 or 5 inches. Another penny. Another wheat penny. Awesome. Let's keep working it. There's the shot from the back. It's a beautiful place. But yeah, the sidewalks up to the house are original. You can see the brick goes right into the side of the house from the path. The same type of brick. And up here in the back, I just dug a wheat penny right off to the side of it here too. And I just dug my first modern pennies of the day. Well, copper pennies. I think they're both from the 70s under the clothesline there. Oh, there goes a Canadian goose. So, yeah, it turned out to be a pretty good hunt. Back here, there's tons of iron. The front yard's extremely clean, but there's just, it's all iron back here. So we'll poke around a little bit longer and do around the driveway a little bit more in case I missed a few old ones. And we'll be out. This tree split and it looks like it might be dying, or at least this part of it here. You can see it goes down under there. I'm gonna see if I can get the camera in up under here. I think you can see out through the top of it right there where I showed it. That's pretty neat. You can hear the detector still chattering. Interference and iron back here just everywhere. You hear all them birds back there? Crazy. Must be migrating. So there's all them birds I was talking about. I had a really high signal here in the 90s. I'm gonna finish it live just in case it's something good. Sounded like a silver coin, but it was pretty high. Could be iron or something like that. That's kind of weird. I think it's just aluminum. Weird shape though. Before I get to all the good finds, I wanted to show this token before it's cleaned off the whole way, because the surface of it's just like caked on in all that compact dirt over the years, so I'm trying to scrub all that off so it's all red color. It's really ingrained in there. Just figured I'd show that. That's how a lot of the nickels get too usually. Anything that's made out of nickel. That's why on the buffalo nickels that are in pretty bad shape, I try to rub all that surface off so then they look red, then they look a little bit better. So we'll work on that one and get back to you. Okay, so we're going to jump right into the good finds. Another great hunt at the 1940 brick house. And the story's staying true here, same as the last hunt that I did at this place, which was over a year ago. Almost all the finds that come out of there are right from around World War II, which is pretty interesting. So not sure what was happening around that house when it was built, but definitely was a lot going on. It's kind of like a time capsule. But anyway, I ended up with wheat pennies. 8 wheat pennies, one from 1956, it's a Denver. A 1944, you can see that one's a red color. And then I got 3 from 1941, 1940, 1939, and then in 1938, so a few years in a row. So that was pretty cool to end up with 8 wheats. The only 2 modern coins I found all day were 1974 and 77 copper pennies in the same hole underneath the clothesline, so looks like that clothesline's been there for a while. I did find this beautiful mercury dime. It's a little bit worn, but I love the gray color on it, that dull gray color. Beautiful coin to dig up. Very pleased with that. The 3rd silver of the year. They've all been mercs. I still have my other silvers back here from before. So those are the 3 silver coins for this year so far. Some really interesting stuff. I got this iron button. Not sure what that's off of, but it looks like it could be a jeans button or something of the sort. And I'm not sure what this is, but I'm sure one of you out there will know. So if you have any idea, please comment and let me know. It's pretty heavy. That pocket knife is really interesting. It says use, I think SE-fly-something. Kills, I think it says kills insects and then something pests. So this looks like it's like some kind of old advertising pocket knife. And it says the Atlanta, I think that says SELIG and then C Company, Dallas or something. So that's a pretty interesting pocket knife. When it was lost, it looks like the blade was out. So that's pretty interesting. And then to a couple of the more interesting finds, here's that token, 1948 Knoxville Transit Lines. And you can see those orange blobs on it. That's where I had to use my fingernail to get the rest of the surface off of it. And those are areas that didn't oxidize. So that's why there's kind of the 2 different colors there, but I think that looks a lot better than having nasty black spots on it. So that's pretty interesting. And you can see on this side, there's a few spots I gotta get yet, but it says, good for 1 school fair. Very cool old token. Haven't found one of these in a long time. They didn't seem to be used that much here in Knoxville. There wasn't a lot of local transit tokens and stuff like that. And probably the most interesting find, because I can almost guarantee I'll never find one of these again. It's a rabies vaccination tag, but it's not from Tennessee. It's from Fort Riley, Kansas. Can't believe that. 1961. It appears they had these, probably the templates done for these, because you can see the 19s there, and then it looks like they added the 6-1. Like for each year, it looks like they just kind of made their own stamps to kind of add the current year in. Never seen one like that. That's pretty interesting. But yeah, rabies vaccination tag from Kansas, so probably somebody visiting would have had to have brought this. Or brought their dog, I'm assuming, and had them running around the yard, so that's pretty weird. Okay, I have 2 hand-wrapped penny rolls left over from my last coin roll hunt, and I'm going to open these live on my secondary channel, so if you're watching this, the video is already live, and I will put links in the comments.